Okay, hello and welcome to Survival Driver. It is something I got in the Green Man Gaming loot box. Player target is to pass different themed tracks in limited time. If not past limited time, player will respawn to start point. Every track has own target time. After a player reach finish line, he go back to main menu, he go back in time, he can choose another track, he can relive his life. Great tutorial. I expected it to be a playable tutorial. Right, so far I'm not being allowed to use my control pad, so I hope that I can play it with the control pad. We can play a cross bike, a sport car, or I'm guessing an SUV, but you haven't. Also the JPEGs. This game is very cheap, bear in mind. Right, let's go level 1. But it looks cool on the Steam page. Right, so we can play. That is jump, not accelerate. I expected that to be accelerate. How do... Unless that's as fast as my bike will go. I mean, this bike is not going very fast at all. Right. Camera also, please. Camera. How to... we can enter the minus realm. Oh god. Okay, so camera's controlled by the mouse, which is awkward, so I can play mouse and controller. But how do I accelerate? Is there an easier way to accelerate, or is that literally it? The world's slowest acceleration. It doesn't have one control pad. Q in the air. Lift. I'm gonna press X just to see what it does. Oh, is that going up a gear? I don't know. Right. Woo! Okay, we're sort of doing an endo now. We're stuck. Please. Well. Oh my god, what is this music as well? It just sounds like machinery brainwashing. Can I restart? Also the font is pretty bad. Right, let's just go with the sports bike because that is terrible. Right, my gamepad controls don't seem to be... What, level 1 is different for this? Also, what is this camera angle? Right, do you automatically go up the gears? You do, okay, so that's not too bad. I don't know if we can jump in this bike. It doesn't seem to be allowing me to with the button that was before. Also, we turned into ice, and our hitbox is weird. We have a massive hitbox above our heads. Right, so we've got 31 seconds to get through this. You know, I know it's cheap, but could you add the ability to know what the gamepad controls are when you look at the controls? Also, you know, we could have totally slipped out of that. Just because it makes it a lot easier to play, and also forward for accelerate isn't really ideal. I'd rather X be accelerate, or, you know, if you're post-sub-millennial, then you'd want right trigger, I guess. But, you know, that's not me. X is accelerate on a gamepad, in which I click replay plus. Right, so we lose about 3 or 4 seconds reorienting the camera. Also, why are we in 3rd gear already? Oh, of course, brake wouldn't be red or blue, would it? No, brake is going to be down. Yeah, of course it is. Fuck me. I mean, you've done a great job, but yeah, your model on the bike looks like he's just glued meat and not actually a person. But the game again is cheap. Also, a restart button would be nice. Sports car tracks, they only have 3. But, you know, I mean, these are just areas of improvement for your next game. Also, well, doors open, plus. That wasted a few seconds because we couldn't actually get through because the door was open. Oh, it killed my PC. The RX 480, folks. Give it a round of applause. Okay, so I wasn't done and the game crashed, or my computer crashed. So let's have a look at level 1 of the off-road tracks. But yeah, I mean, it just needs a bit more optimization, a bit more changing of the controls. And other than that, I mean, you know, getting in the car is a bit weird. Right, where have we got to go? You know, it's not bad for a first development. Right, I'm just going to go backwards. Explore backwards. Right, there's nothing up there. So yeah, it needs a restart button for one. Because going through that is a bit awkward when you want to restart. But, you know, just minor things. Like I said, it's pretty cheap, so it's kind of like a product test, I guess, for the developer rather than any actual game. Just, you know, a few levels strewn about and, shit. The cars and controls. Oh, well, we're in the water now. Embrace it. It's, Soul Reaver. We're dead. The water has no physics. We can just pass through it like it's there. But we can't really get up. I mean, this isn't what I'd exactly call an off-road vehicle. So no wonder it's having some difficulty in these off-road tracks. It's a people carrier. It's barely a people carrier. Although in reverse, we can go up hills better in reverse than we can normally. And the computer's crashed already, so I guess that is where I will put in my last words and say, you know, it just needs the little bit of polish and some optimization. Some ability to change the graphics options would be great to help minimise that happening with the RX 480, especially with, oh, I should have thought we're in water. I mean, yeah, the underneath of the water didn't make any difference, but still water. RX 480 doesn't like water. So yeah, I mean, let's go to the store page whilst we are at it, and then I will change the source to window capture, and then you can have a look and we'll talk about it through this, because obviously the game crashed. It's £1.59, you're not going to complain about that, or you can get the software bundle for cheaper, although it might include the fact that I've already got the game to reduce it below the cost of the game. But yeah, I mean, getting it in the bundle, it's not bad. 2 different boats and 2 different cars. It's very basic. There are quite a few different levels to play about on, and if you don't have an RX 480 you might be able to have a bit better time with it than I have. It's got Steam trading cards, you know, 0.3 hours with 2 crashes in it. Survival Driver 2, heavy vehicles. I mean, you know, when you then going into having a sequel already, it seems like, well, you know, maybe these should have been, this isn't 80p, maybe you want Survival Driver 2 for 80p instead. I don't know how many vehicles you get in this, but, you know, maybe these should have been part of the game itself, not a separate game. Who knows? You change the logo. How many cars? 4 vehicles, a truck, a military car, a tank and a helicopter. So, you know, perhaps 12 tracks more coming soon. Perhaps you just want to get Survival Driver 2. It's half the price, and it doesn't have Steam trading cards, ironically, which Survival Driver 1 does. Or you can get Nash Racing, which is just a racing cars, which has got mixed reviews. It's a lot more expensive. How many cars does that have? 10 different cars. You know, maybe these could have all been combined into one game, but that's how it goes, as often it does. You know, it's not bad for an indie game. It's a bit cheap, but people have got it for free. I didn't. I got it in the bundle, which I got, you know, Mystery Green Man Gaming Games bundle. Pretty basic, but, you know, you could have some fun with it, so it's not bad. It's just, you get what you pay for. It's, you know, £1.50, and in a Steam sale it's probably going to be like 20p. So, yeah, you know, it's cheap and cheerful, and that is what you expect. So, Also, expect your computer to crash if you got an RX 480 because it's gonna overheat it. Because the RX 480 cannot handle anything. Thanks for watching, join us again some more. Goodbye.